Welcome back to the Chaos Corner. Saying welcome back like we've been here before. This is episode one.
Episode one.
This is episode one of the
We're
Chaos
here for
Corner.
this.
My name is Blessing. Pronouns are she, her, music major, and I am with.
Max, I am a film major. My pronouns are he, they. We've both been in Mosaic for over a year now, so we're finally doing some fun podcast episodes for those of us who have been around for a while. You can just walk through, bro. That's part of the fun. See, there's our first victim. There's our first victim right there. Thank you, bro. So we have a new format. It's been cooking in the stew for a minute, both of us. So we'll see how this works. If it doesn't, that's okay. But yeah, so check-in question. How has the semester been going through for you? We're about halfway through. We have about a month and a half left until the end, give or take, about 2 months. So how do you feel about that?
Honestly, Bedal, the semester has been very much semestering.
That's part of the fun.
I'm still trying to catch up on some things, make sure I'm locked in, especially with my music classes. Being a music major is a lot harder than people think it is. AKA me, I didn't know. I signed up for vibes, I guess. But how's the semester been going for you, Bedal? What's the vibe?
It's pretty good so far. We're gonna get so much scratch.
Yeah.
It's been going well so far. I have a lot of pretty easy classes when it comes to film stuff. I've been doing a lot of productions, so that's where all my really time goes is like work. Not a lot in the actual film classes. Those are pretty easy breezy. But, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Word. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Right into the chaos.
Right into the chaos.
The chaos of this corner.
Of this corner and the socioeconomic political state of our world. First topic is the presidential elections, Bedal.
Coming up. By the time we
up.
post this, it should be about 2 weeks. You should have a little bit more time to vote. But it's a very key thing that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So we got a crazy lineup. We got a crazy lineup this year.
Crazy lineup
this year.
Yeah.
We got a crazy lineup
As the
year.
QB, we have Harris.
We have Kamala Harris as a Democratic presidential candidate with Mike Waltz?
Tim Waltz.
Tim Waltz as
I believe that's his
VP.
last name, yes.
Womp womp. Shout out Minnesota. Go Tim, I guess. But I fuck with him. My bad. I really, and I don't know. To edit that out. I don't know. I don't agree with white people.
He is a person.
He's a person.
He's a very safe candidate. That's all I can say.
He's a guy.
Very, very normal, but not in a great way.
Yeah.
He's just, yeah, he's a dude.
He's a
and
guy.
on the other side.
And on the other
side
side
of the ticket.
we got Donald J. Trump and Mr. J.D. Vance.
Jay.
Yeah.
You're just making that up.
No, I think it is Donald J. Like,
Let's double check that. Tech group,
can we check that out? Like,
This is middle name Jay.
yeah, it
is.
does.
Wow.
Donald J. Trump.
Oh, you
Yeah,
called that.
I ate that up, guys.
I think you're a big fan.
Guys, no. I am not Candace Owens.
So we have him. Who's the VP?
J.D. Vance.
For those of you who don't know who J.D. Vance is, he wrote a book about, was it like 15 years ago at this point? Called The Hillbilly Elegy. It's a pretty solid book that covers a population that tends to be forgotten when we're talking about communities in the United States. When did it come
Oh, it's a
out?
memoir.
Okay, wow, I was wrong. That was literally only
2016.
10 years ago. Man, it feels like it came out
15 years ago.
I read it for a class, like one of my first college classes many years ago. So I'm old. He's a solid writer, but he interestingly, I love this little fact that pre-2021, he was actually vehemently against Trump. He was still more conservative than Democratic.
What was his points against Trump?
Pretty much all the standard stuff. Like it was he wasn't coming from a weirdo perspective. He was very much just like, Trump is not good for the country, yada yada. I don't think he should be the next candidate. Get him indicted, all that fun stuff. And then there was a switch right after 2021 where he actually just started having all this pro-Trump talking points, which is interesting looking back now that he is the like you said, he's the conservative candidate for VP, which is
That's interesting.
so strange.
That's very interesting. The switch up was it lobbying? Just kidding. Please don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a journalist. Don't give me the highest point
We
of
would have
honor.
loved RFK Jr. as the VP. No. They're both crazy.
Got worms. Got milk.
Got roadkill. Don't forget about that one, bro. But I think it was, jumping back to the presidential candidate, the presidential debate was about 2 months ago now, I believe. And
I think so, yeah.
yeah, can we just double check that so I'm not...
It's fucking. Fuck.
It was about 2 months ago, and there's all those talks about how the debate went, who won, who lost, all that stuff. I think what's more important is how each of their words affected people on a national level. So we have the Haitian community in what state was it?
Florida?
No, was it Florida? I thought it was in.
Oh, it was some
It was in like Ohio. It was some.
Ohio, yes. I think
Yes,
Springfield, Ohio.
Wow,
Yes.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And it is kind of almost a Simpsons gag what he said, because he was talking about how they eat. They're eating the pets. They're eating I think the quote was like exactly like they're eating the dogs.
They're eating
the pets.
cats.
They're eating cats. They're eating the pets of the people who live there. When he was talking about the Haitian immigrant population who just not recently, but like within the past few years moved there because of the crises going on over there.
Yeah.
And if the debate itself was just in a void, it would have been okay, just another racist comment that he's making, a typical anti-immigrant comment. Unfortunately, his words have power, and you look at the white residents of Springfield who live there probably their entire lives. The way that they are now treating the Haitian immigrants is awful. They're constantly being accused of eating animals. They're constantly being disrespected and harassed.
The harassment is out the wazoo. Like, they're going to their houses and they're leaving death threats, dude.
They're being super weird.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate. And that's why I think it's really important to be conscious of what you say when you have a platform. So like this, like we have a platform. It's very small. Don't get me wrong. There's probably like 5-6 people that are gonna watch this. We love you. Peace and love. But the bigger your platform is, the more people you can affect, whether that's positive or negative. So you got to be really careful with how you use, your influence. So that's a perfect example of how not to use your influence. Because I don't think Trump cares about the residents of Springfield, Ohio, whether they're Haitian or whether they're white. He does not care.
Yeah.
So, he was just using it as a point to try to get voters to vote for him.
Yeah.
The more, xenophobic voters in the basis, which certainly exist, which is unfortunate.
It's like fear-mongering. He's like fear-mongering.
He's very good at that. And the Conservative Party, the Republican Party has been very good at fear-mongering. But, the Democrats do the same thing. So.
True. But bro, it's just like, they're in your area. They're 100 feet away from you. They're gonna get you. They're eating everything you've ever owned.
It's unfortunate. And there's not a lot that we as individuals can do about that. It's hard to affect national change anywhere, but especially in the United States. But what's more important is getting involved with your local communities. So if you want to continue that,
oh yeah,
we'll segue there for you.
Segue to voting local. Everybody's ballots just came in the mail.
You pass by. Don't stress. It'll just be like this.
Everybody's ballots just came in the mail.
Yep.
You guys should be voting.
If you signed up for a mail ballot, you should have gotten it in the mail about a week ago. I got mine. By the time this was recorded, you should have it 100%. Otherwise, I think the deadline for getting a mail ballot has already passed. So you will have to look up and go to a physical voting location. So just be conscious of that. Those are things that you should look up. We'll definitely give some resources down below.
Exactly. I personally am not registered to vote in this area.
Really?
No. Yeah, no.
Oh, are you registered?
Still in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent my thing now. Like I'm like I already.
Oh, you already voted?
Oh yeah, I
Nice,
already did mine.
There you go. Look at that.
Guys,
Done.
Shout out. That's my civic
out mail
duty.
ballots.
Shout out
mail
civic
ballots.
duties, guys. But for you San Jose locals out there, we got Matt Mahan. What is he mayor?
He's the mayor of
Is he
San
mayor?
Jose. He's been the mayor of San Jose since 2022. And he hasn't done a ton for the city, which is unfortunate. He's not helped out the individuals that live here. He's giving a lot of expansions to the corporations. There's also, if you don't know, Omar Torres, who is a city council member of. You can pass in front, dude. That's the whole point. It's all good. It's all good. Pass in front next time.
That was like impressive though. Like that was really.
There's Omar Torres, who's a city council member who is currently being accused of having relations with minors, which is not good. Don't do that. Yeah, it's weird. That's crazy.
No, but don't do that.
Don't do that. I know it's wild.
Oh, that destroyed me, guys.
You know, these are the people that we put into office and that we think are good for the community, but it's really like, what are they doing for people, and not what are they just saying? You know, because it's that's the thing about politicians. You know, take Trump, take Harris, take Biden. Doesn't matter which one. They all just have a lot of rhetoric, but not a lot of action to back up that rhetoric. They can say one thing and they'll do the opposite. It doesn't matter if it's at a national level or local level. The benefit of the local level is you can actually impact that change. No, you can come through. You can come through. You just pass through. It'll be this. People have already passed through.
Sorry.
It's fine. You can just go through.
Good. But
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's crazy. But
So that's why it's important to get involved with your local politics, because you can actually impact change. You know, not a lot of people vote at local levels, so when you vote, it matters. Versus when your vote disappears into, you know, the presidential candidate, and there's millions of people voting all across the nation, and they change. You know, your vote, the weight of your individual vote depends on where you live. So California actually has one of the lowest, whereas like a small state like Virginia, which is a swing state. The reason it's a swing state is because their vote matters more on an individual basis. But when it comes to voting local, vote local, get involved, know your local props. Mosaic, by the time this comes out, Mosaic will be, right, Caitlin? It's gonna be uploaded within the next week or so.
wow.
It's gonna be Caitlin's off screen right there. That's our social media manager. They're gonna be uploading all of the California, a nice graphic that quickly and easily explains the California propositions, the 10 that we'll be voting on in November. If you have a ballot like them, they already voted for their local propositions. Or actually, you voted for the propositions already because it's the same for everybody. But when it comes to the local stuff, you can vote for, I believe, like city council. I think you can even vote for like who runs the firefighter station too, depending on if it's up for election.
Yeah.
Fun stuff like that. So you can control who runs your local area. You know, really. Like if you get involved, if you connect with local organizations who care, you know,
Go to those city hall meetings,
go
guys.
to city hall meetings. Those matter. Like
Those
even
really
in
matter.
a medium to big size city like San Jose, you know, it matters. Like you need to get involved with your politics. If you care about your city, if you plan on living there for an extended period, you can impact change and make your life better. One of the propositions that we're going to be voting on is about increasing the minimum wage. That affects you immediately.
Drastically.
That affects you immediately. You know, it affects
Cost
the
of
people
living.
around you, especially if you're college age. Every job you work is probably going to be minimum wage. You want to raise that as quickly as you can. You know, even if you're not. Well,
Didn't Gavin Newsom sign another bill about housing? Wasn't there like a housing, like rent control bill?
there is. That's one of the
The
props
right-
that you can vote on. But again, we're not going to go into the props right now. That's
Yeah.
more the program that should be uploaded by the time this podcast comes out. So check it out. We'll probably link to it in the description. You know, but also you can just look that up on your own. Like, there's a site, if you just Google California propositions 2024, there's about 10, and you can just see all of them and understand them very clearly. Yep. So that's the state version. There's also that's by the government. That's not gonna lie. It's all the legalese, but you know it's still there.
Yeah. Public school.
I'll pull a screenshot of this and put it up for you guys, so you know what we're looking at.
Constitutional right to marriage. Wow.
That's for gay marriage, because it is legal in California, but it's not in the Constitution. It's not constitutionally legal, if that makes sense. So they just need to amend the Constitution so that it is legal for any gay person to get married, which is it's obviously legal because people get married all the time,
Yeah.
but it's not constitutionally. It's just one of those weird technical things.
Yeah.
So vote for that.
Vote
Make
for
it official. Don't you want to be constitutionally appropriate?
Oh, that's not. Appreciate or appropriate?
Appropriate. Is there anything you want to? I've been yapping away. So You want to hit us with some knowledge?
Some
Drop
knowledge,
some
no, I'm kidding. I'll take that out.
Crazy, bro.
No, I know that's. I was like, damn. Honestly, I think that's it. Cause like all the other stuff that I have in my mind is like random.
Well, any
It's like
tangential?
Tangential.
And then we can move on to the outro.
things.
Again, these episodes will be very short. We're not going for long episodes anymore. Short and sweet. Chaos Corner. It's a good time. But yeah, hit me with. Come on, give me
Some
one bit of knowledge.
One bit of knowledge. Let me
Drop
see.
something on us.
Oh, I was looking at this is so off topic, but the Met, they finally dropped the theme for the Met Gala, and it's dandyism, and I'm kind of
Dandy, not Dada.
yeah.
Dandy. What is dandy? You want to?
Dandyism
Look at
is.
that. We're gonna go. So this is the fun bit.
You're like, this is a fun little bit.
We're not gonna be sad anymore about politics.
So dandy, I wish. Oh, I did send it to myself. Let me pull up the article because
Dandyism.
it's like
This is the Chaos Corner. We go from elections to the Met Gala. Because we are ridiculous.
we're freaking ridiculous, bro. Vogue. Oh yes,
Tailoring black style.
yes.
Oh, like a dandy.
Yes, like you look dandy.
That's cool. I will. Again, this is another thing. I'll just put that up for you guys.
It's dandy because I don't want to give like a
half baked.
definition,
There you go.
but
Dandyism. Eccentric myth.
Where's the?
You got past 5, bro. You got past 5.
Where is it, guys? Give me something great, guys. This is not the correct black.
That's okay. We're getting off.
Dandyism.
Okay, maybe
that's where I like to
Wait,
see.
there you go. There's like a.
So black dandyism is basically a style where individuals intentionally appropriate classical European fashion, but with an African diasporan aesthetic and sensibility.
That
So
sounds kind of hard.
no, I'm kind of excited, but it's kind of concerning considering who attends
demographic. The demographic?
The demographic is kind of not exactly what you think it would be. We're gonna see some prominent key players though, because for the first time in Met history, all of the people on the board who decide what the theme is, they're all black. So it's Pharrell, LeBron James, A$AP Rocky.
We love A$AP. What a style! What a icon!
No,
Style
yeah,
icon.
Style icon for real. God dang it, there's like 5. I forgot the other 2, but they're all black, and I feel like there's probably going to be a sense of more of appropriation than appreciation, because look at who attends the Met. There might
demographically,
there might be people who might even do a spin on dandyism because dandyism doesn't. Dandyism is kind of like a subculture of like being. It's kind of like campy. Like you're like trying to like overplay it. You're kind of being like very kitsch about it, but you're actually really serving cunt. Like you're really eating. So there might be like other people of color who have their own sense of like dandyism, like zoot suits, for example.
Dude, if someone wears a zoot suit.
Oh,
come on,
it would.
Come on.
Word.
Served.
We're gonna be served well, and then there's also the latter half where like somebody could probably do like some subtle blackface. You know, like it.
It's gonna be an interesting year.
It's gonna be a very interesting year for all of us. Hopefully Rihanna like comes out, serves. She gave us a very cozy look last year with that nice little blankie. That wasn't a blankie, but it was really nice.
Yeah, the theme was like degradation in time or something like that.
Yeah.
Based on that short story, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's my spiel. That's all I had.
All right. Well, I think that's filled up this episode. We got a little bit high, a little bit low. But like we said, get involved with your local communities. We're going to be sharing a bunch of links in the description below. And if this is like shared on Instagram, same place, we will provide you. If you're on campus, come to Mosaic. If you want to be a part of one of these episodes, come to the space. We generally film them on Wednesdays. We might switch it to Fridays, but we will, update you in the description where our filming location is, so you can come join the chaos. But look forward to our programs that are coming up.
Got open mic night.
Yeah, that one's gonna be. The next one should be in roughly mid-November. Oh, there's Kyle. Let's sneak peek. But yeah, you wanna hit us with that last line right there?
Yeah. So, well, kids, this is it. Thank you for tuning in to the Chaos Corner. We hope to see you again for the next episode. You can leave us some comments down below about things that we should talk about, or if you have like a resource on campus that you want to shout out, or anything. But yeah, keep us in touch.